1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Countdown is on.
10,
splash party.
9, 8.
No, we're not going to the moon or
Oh,
anything.
I'm
We're
sorry.
just having a party at a movie theater.
A little less involved.
July 9th. Mark your calendar. Historic Hall Theater. Mike and John's annual. Yeah, I said it. Annual.
Well, it's the first annual.
The first annual.
It's the first
If
annual.
it flops, we're not doing this again.
Well, then we'll forget the whole thing. We'll delete all
It
this.
never
and
happened.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, the first annual Mike and John Summer Splash Party 2022.
No, it's not going to flop. No. It's not going to belly flop like into a pool.
Heck, no.
No, we won't do that.
It'll cannonball coming.
Yes, free movie, free bling from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. Of course, Firehouse Doors also helping to sponsor our Summer Splash Party, July 9th at the Howell Theater.
The first 100 people
Yeah.
will get an exclusive, limited edition Mike and John Summer Splash Party t-shirt. Supplies are limited. One for first 100
First
people.
100 people.
One per person. You
The-
can't be hogging the
The
t-shirt.
theater seats 212.
Right.
So 212 is the max. So first 100 get a free shirt. Everyone else after that, you have a chance to win some of the bling from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. Some very nice prizes from them.
And it's all free.
Plus we have and it's all free, by the way. And we've got a couple of Gigo grab bags that we'll be also giving away.
The Gigo grab bags.
The Gigo grab bag.
All right. We'll be doing all that and more, of course. Seeing the movie Splash 2, July 9th.
No, just Splash. Not Splash 2.
They didn't make a Splash 2.
I think they did make a
No
Splash
way.
2, didn't they?
Was it about their kid?
He was a guppy.
I don't
Did
know.
they make a Splash 2? I
little
feel like
mermaid.
with Hollywood.
A baby movie.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, no.
Splash 2 as in T-O-O. Splash 2. Get it?
Yeah.
Wink,
a
wink.
double splash.
1988, made for television sequel.
When it goes to made to TV, not going to be good. It was probably on Warner
It
Brothers.
stars Todd Waring. Well, you
Who?
know Todd Waring. And Amy Yazbek.
Amy Yazbek. She was married to John Ritter, right?
I think.
And I think she was on Wings.
I think you're right.
Look at that. Lots of knowledge in there.
Bam!
Yeah.
Fella.
Amy Yazbek.
Yeah.
Yeah? Was I right?
Yes, married to John Ritter.
Was she in Wings?
No.
No?
No, I don't think
She
so.
wasn't on Wings?
Wasn't she on Wings? I don't know.
I thought she was on
We've
Wings.
really taken a deep
Come on,
dive
go
here.
deep.
We were supposed to talk about our Summer Splash Party. Now we're looking at one of the people that started Splash 2, the made-for-TV movie.
That isn't any part of it.
We're not showing Splash 2.
We couldn't get the rights.
I mean,
we didn't want them.
I suppose we could, but we're not going to.
We're not going to make
No,
a statement.
we're not going to do that. No.
All right, so that's all coming up
Yes.
July 9th. Mark your calendar. It's time for Gigo News, brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. The former mayor of Howell, who is seeking a seat on the Livingston County Board of Commissioners, is questioning what he calls hand-wringing by the board over just who will be the new head of the county's health department.
I'm wringing my hands.
I see
Isn't
that.
how you-
I see that.
Wringing my hands.
Nick Proctor, who is seeking to win the Republican nomination for the 5th District on the county board, said a proposal to pay for a national search when a qualified replacement's already in-house is beyond perplexing. Current director Diane McCormick is set to retire July 1st. She has recommended her deputy, Matt Bolang, to fill the position. Despite that recommendation and the support of Bolang by both Livingston County Sheriff Mike Murphy and Drain Commissioner Brian Jonkier, Board Chairman Wes Nakagiri emphasized at a recent meeting that the board should conduct what he called an exhaustive search for a replacement. That was a proposal supported by Commissioners Brenda Plank and Jay Drick. Drick is also seeking the 5th District GOP nomination. Proctor says to expend funds for a national search when there's a qualified internal candidate is foolish and antithetical to fiscal conservatism and only serves to demoralize staff. Proctor added that external searches should be rare and reasons clearly articulated to justify any expenditures. A Livingston County woman is one of 4 recent alumni of Kalamazoo College to receive a prestigious scholarship to study abroad. Rebecca Chan, who grew up in the Brighton area, has been chosen to take part in the Fulbright U.S. student program. Described as one of the highest honors the federal government provides in regard to scholarship and international exchange, selectees are chosen for their academic merit and leadership potential. Chan, a theater arts major at Kalamazoo College, finished her degree requirements earlier this year, allowing her to study abroad in France. As a Fulbright scholar, she'll visit Taiwan, where she hopes to better understand Taiwan's complex history of colonization by various European and Asian nations. Since its inception in 1946, the Fulbright scholarships have provided more than 380,000 participants with opportunities to exchange ideas and contribute to solutions to shared international concerns. And one of Howell's original melon farmers will be honored during the 62nd Melon Festival in August. Gerald Knight was named Tuesday as the Grand Marshal for this year's Howell Melon Festival Parade. Gerald's father, Stanley Knight, began growing the melons on his farm in the 1920s. The Howell Melon Festival was founded in 1960 by Dr. Lewis Pat May, a local physician and melon grower. Last year's festival had to be scaled back after a controversy erupted over a scheduled drag queen bingo fundraiser. City officials and organizers doubled down on efforts to return the event to its traditional roots this year, including bringing back the popular Melon Festival Parade. The Howell Melon Festival is set to run August 10th through the 14th. And that's what's going on.
There was some problem with the drag queen bingo
I don't know
thing
what
last year. I didn't hear about that.
I heard something about it, and I'm not quite sure what happened.
I thought that was just rumors.
That was just design.
Fake stories and made up stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
News brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton, Brighton's preeminent jewelry store with a commitment to customer service, community involvement, honesty, professionalism, and of course, exquisite merchandise. Stop by and see them today. Mark and Barb Binkley pride themselves on offering something special for everybody. Getting engaged this summer?
I'm not. No, I'm not. I mean, if I was, it'd be news to my wife and to me. So
nobody else will take you. They recognize that customer satisfaction is the sole purpose of their business, offering a unique mix of exceptional quality jewelry, value, all in a warm, engaging environment. So if you're looking for something special, one-of-a-kind piece, they can create that. They also have offerings from Simon G. and Zagani.
Yeah.
Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
Check out their Facebook page. They always have stories on there of different folks who, engagements and cool places like that and surprises. And if you read the stories, the prospective groom was always able to consult with Barb and her staff and sort of figure out,
I wish they were. I wish I knew them when I did my proposal.
Damn right.
It was
sloppy. I'll take that one, shiny. I don't know.
So, how did you propose?
We went to Put in Bay.
I bet you did.
Hey now.
Classy. We're going to Toledo, honey.
Here's the thing. And I had the ring in a box, okay? And it was summer, so it's so I'm just wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and we're going. And
Is that a ring in your pocket?
Exactly. I'm trying to hide this thing. I'm like, oh, she's gonna see this bulge in my pocket. I go, what's going on?
He really likes me.
So I'm trying to hide it the whole time.
Well, at least you had a ring.
Yeah.
I didn't have a ring.
Oh,
I
really?
just proposed without ring. I didn't want to take the risk in case it was a no.
Wow. You romantic, you.
More on that later.
Okay, sure.
We'll also get the answer to today's last night's trivia question.
Yeah.
Which some pretty interesting answers, and somebody did nail it down for the $50 gift certificate from Murphy's Family Auto. The studies found women are 10 times more likely than men to treat themselves to one of these. We want to know what it is, so we'll get to that in just a few minutes.
Right. Now, we said we were going to be talking with Molly Cunningham, who is the professional mermaid, today. Of course, talking about our summer splash
Did you
party.
lie?
I did not lie. I do what I always do, which is I screwed up.
Okay.
And we're talking to Molly tomorrow. That'll be Thursday.
Okay.
We'll be talking to Molly on Thursday's
It's
podcast.
Mermaid Thursday.
So we're just extending that a little bit. But that's okay, because in the meantime, we had a chance to connect with Patricia Maher, who's the administrator at the Hamburg Township Historical Museum.
Did you know that Hamburg had a historical museum?
I did know that.
I didn't know that. Where's it at? Is it by the Hamburg pub?
It's in Hamburg.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good place for it, because if it were in Mason, it wouldn't.
Yes. Good morning. Is this Patricia?
Patricia.
Hi there.
Hi, it's Mike and John from Mike and John Got It Going On. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well.
Good. You have some events coming up for the Hamburg Township Historical Museum. Now, many may not have known that Hamburg has a historical museum, so tell us a little about that first.
Sure. Well, the museum's been around since 2006. excuse me. But our building's been around for over 150 years.
So the building itself
Yeah.
is pretty much a museum.
That would make sense.
not
Yeah.
something brand new.
So, and the museum, it's on Stone Street, correct?
Right.
Right.
We're in the old village of Hamburg, right off Hamburg Road.
So tell us about the building. It's 150 years old. What was it previously?
Originally, it was a church, and then it became the township offices and the township library, and then we moved in.
Okay, so it's got a storied history in the township, which is very appropriate for the historical museum. And as Mike said, you've got several events that are coming up. Looks like it's going to be a busy summer there.
It is. We've and the first one is coming very soon. We've got our first History Day camp. It's called Camp Looking Back, and that'll be held on July, 14th and 15th. And we're just, trying to reach out to the young population and introduce them to the history of the township, starting with one day focusing on Native American children that lived in the area, and the next day focusing on the early settlers that came in the 1830s and how their lives were different or similar to the Native American kids.
And this is for 7 to 9-year-olds, correct?
It is. Mm-hmm.
And that's July 14th and the 15th. And I know as a parent myself of kids out for the summer months, you are desperate to find something for your kids to do, and this sounds like a really awesome opportunity.
Oh, it's going to be great fun. We're doing a lot of great crafts and teaching them things like grinding corn, to make cornmeal, and making their own butter, and washing clothes with a washboard, and all kinds of things that kids don't do today.
No, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. I'm not doing that. I can just go to the microwave and make my food.
But you know what? If we as
We're going to work them.
yeah, oh yeah, no, that's good, and parents want to hear that. See, the thing is if we as parents said, "Hey, let's make cornmeal," our kids would be like, "No." And if we said, "Hey, let's use a washboard," they'd be like, "Oh, I'm not
What's
doing
a
that."
washboard?
Now you take them to a camp setting, and you have somebody out there like, "Ooh, a washboard! This is exciting."
First, you hold up the washboard and you say, "Can anybody tell me what this is?"
Exactly.
But that's the idea, though, is to sort of take it out of their normal situation and put them in a fun place, an historical place, so that they're having fun and that they're learning at the same time.
Yes, that's it exactly.
So for folks who maybe want to sign their kids up for that, those details, where would they find them on the township's on the museum's website?
Well, we're registering people through Eventbrite.
Okay.
.com, and we also have a Facebook page, so there are details on that.
All right. So probably Facebook would be the easiest way. Just go to your Facebook page and they can look it up and find out more about the camp. And again, that's coming up July 14th and the 15th, and that's for 7 to 9-year-olds. Then coming up for a couple of Saturdays after that,
Rummage sale, right?
Yeah, that's probably the main thing we're known for. People are so generous in giving us donated items that we then are able to turn around and put out on tables, and people come and have a great day. And this year we're doing it 2 days, so even better.
And that's going to be July 23rd, Saturday, and then the following Saturday, the 30th.
And how are collections going so far as items that have been donated?
Well, it's one of those things where every day I go to the museum and there's a pile of stuff outside.
You
Any rare finds? You're looking at that going, "Hey, this could be in the museum."
Actually, I have had that occur, and I don't put those things out.
that's an interesting
think
point.
about it.
Have people, has there been something where you've said, actually this is something that could go in the collection?
Yes, there it is.
Wow, that's awesome. And then there's stuff that you think, this can go in the dumpster.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Kind of how it runs.
yeah, but it's the stuff in between.
We have to curate the
Yeah.
right to get the door.
It's the stuff in between the stuff that goes in the museum and the stuff that goes in the dumpster. That's the rummage sale item, stuff that people will find interesting and raise money for the museum.
Yeah, it's our big fundraiser, and like I said, the public's been very generous over the years. I think we've done it every year the museum's been open. So we're excited to have people come and see us, locate us for one thing, but also enjoy a day of shopping.
Yeah, you never know. You might find that rare thing that you were looking for a few years ago that's no longer available, and somebody's donated it to a situation like this. So, again, that's the 23rd and the 30th in July, and then we're celebrating women.
Yes, we've had a new exhibit open for a couple of months, And, we've had a lot of, there's been a lot of attention paid to the history of men in the township. We have had a governor come from the township, and a lieutenant governor, and a army general, just a lot of accomplished men. And I felt like it was time to do something about the accomplished women. So we have an exhibit called Making Her Story, the famous females of Hamburg Township. And we focus on 8 women who did something to advance not just their own interests, but advance the township and we have a person who founded the library. We have a woman who was an environmentalist whose work at Ore Lake about algae blooms really helped to serve the state in setting up some of the legislation we have about water quality. We have business women, like the woman who founded the hotel in town in 1901, and it's just been a wide variety of women I've enjoyed meeting, and I hope people will come out and read about them and learn what they did to make this township a better place.
And that runs through December.
It does.
Right. And it focuses on 8 different women, and some of whom you just mentioned. And the research that went into that, I mean, did you personally do the research, or how did you decide that these were the 8 women that you were going to highlight?
Well, I've been here for a couple of years, and I've gotten hints of these women and their lives, and seen some artifacts that we've had, and just thought, well, we've got to do something to collectively honor these women. But yeah, I did the research and the writing, and we have a changing exhibit every year. This is the one for this year, so we're just so excited to share it. We've also got some stuff for kids where they can make a little medallion that says "I'm a future famous female," and we also talk about Rosie the Riveters, because we had those in the township. So there's a kind of a selfie cutout.
There you go.
You can wear, get your picture taken.
Oh, very cool. All right, yeah.
So lots to see. And now, you said this type of exhibit that changes every year. What are you looking at for next year? Because I would imagine a lot of planning goes into this and research.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes we want to do something that's is kind of more on the did you know
right.
Front. And the next one will be about tragedies and triumphs in the township.
Okay.
That sort of, it's a little sensational, but that's often what people are drawn to.
Well,
so,
yeah, this is true, but it is interesting, and it is history, and that's what you guys specialize in. Let us know when you do the famous podcasters exhibit.
That could be the tragedy.
Yeah, that's the tragedy. Here's the mic and John Wing.
We'll be right there with Eric Reichenbach in the Survivor episode.
Okay.
Those girls.
Oh, those girls.
Yeah.
So, Patricia, just generally, the museum, I think it's kind of a hidden gem there. I know that what you guys do is it's very thoroughly researched. It's not just it's not just a building with old stuff in it.
Right.
You've got some curated items there, and obviously you put a lot of time and effort into these exhibits and really thoughtful research and scholarship. And so, what's the future of the museum look like?
Well, we're kind of in a transition period where we're moving away from exhibits that are kind of quiet and static, and moving toward things that engage people more, especially kids, and tell the story of the township, really focus just on the township. So we've got an exhibit plan, we've got a diagram, a plan drawn out that people can see when they come to the museum and see where we're going with it. And it was all based on a survey that we did of township residents and what they were interested in.
Right.
And so we're going to have like 13 themes, and it'll really be I think a very unusual thing to do for such a small museum, but I think it's so important because the history is just as important here as it is in a big city.
Right. No, absolutely.
And, more the hands-on and interactive is for a long time coming. It's been something that has been needed. So, just going if you're just going to read something, you're just going to the library. So this will be a lot more interesting for kids to get into, especially now that they have so many electronic devices and other sources of information. So pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then and I'm sure you guys are always in need of, say, donations or volunteers, I'm assuming.
We are. We do have a volunteer corps, and we're always looking to build that, especially as we, engage in more events that are public facing. So, yep, volunteers we always wanted, and donations certainly that helps us too in every way.
All right, and again, we'll just direct people to Facebook and just search out the Hamburg Township Historical Museum, and probably
we're open from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesdays and Saturdays, as well as on special event dates.
All right.
Very good.
Well, Patricia Maher, Administrator for the Hamburg Township Historical Museum. Again, sounds like a busy summer. Lots going on between the day camp coming up, the rummage sale, and then the Making Herstory exhibit, which is going on through December. We hope people will come and check it out.
Thanks. I appreciate the helping me trumpet that a bit.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
Right. Thanks for joining us, Patricia. We appreciate it.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, you too.
Same. All right, we've got our answer for today's trivia question. We'll get to that in just a couple minutes. I want to thank our friends at Firehouse Doors. Of course, they are looking for good people. They've been so busy; they need more help.
They do need
Full
help.
time.
It's funny because just yesterday I was at Meyer, and
I heard they have Jif.
oh, I should have.
A lot of people told me that.
Did you get Jif?
I got Jif.
Oh, you're
they
all
don't
set
have the
with your
kind
Jif?
they don't have the kind I want
because you were
But there's
you were
Jif.
Jif Jones.
No, well, I have a little stockade.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
Oh,
No, it's just I had bought.
this is why everybody's out of Jif. Your whole garage is full. Open garage doors. Just
Hey,
all I see is Jif
I'm in
everywhere.
a parking lot. Hey, bud,
That's right.
you want to buy some Jif? No. Two jars, all right? Two
But-
jars is all I have.
Okay.
And they just have
The
a
size of an
couple
oil barrel.
jars. Oh, that would be awesome. All right, so you were at Meyer.
I was just saying,
Thinking of Firehouse
you hear,
Doors.
and you hear, no one wants to work anymore.
Yeah.
And I hear that and I was just like, well, that's not.
Well, I don't want to work
You
anymore.
know, I mean, no one really wants to work. Yeah, I mean, sure.
I wanna work.
If I can kick back, I mean, people want to work, but they want to work for a good company. They want to work for a living wage. All right. Firehouse Doors provides both. It is an up-and-coming, well-regarded small business in Livingston County. I shouldn't even say up-and-coming. They've been here for 24 years, serving residents in Livingston County, and they're looking for a mechanically aptitude, good mechanical aptitude person to work full-time. The starting pay is $20 an hour, and there is room for rapid advancement. So Firehouse Doors, really a great place to work. And, of course, it's veteran-owned. Mike Witt, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. If you'd like to be a part of their team, you can email them, firehousedoor@yahoo.com, or text or call 810-599-7480. And I do believe today is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday the 29th,
Yeah.
so that means we have to do a drawing.
We do have to do a
It's
drawing.
drawing day for the TPC. And what does that include, this drawing?
Well, let me tell you, of course, we're giving away a free preventative maintenance package for your garage door and opener, including a 12-point inspection for up to 2 garage doors and openers. Plus, whoever's name we draw out right now, they get the TPC card. That's 10% on all future garage door needs for life. I sentence you to a life of 10% of savings. I'm Judge Dredd.
Or Judge Wapner.
Wapner, gotta watch Wapner. All right, what do we got? Who's our winner? Uh-oh.
This is for building suspense.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who is it?
Beverly Neal.
All right.
Congratulations, Beverly Neal.
All right, Beverly Neal, congratulations. You've got the TPC card.
And the preventative maintenance inspection.
That's right, you do.
That's the PMI.
Enough with the acronyms. I cannot keep up. We need an index around here to. So,
congratulations, Beverly.
Absolutely. All right. And thanks to our friends at Firehouse Doors. And, of course, give them a call today, 810-599-7480.
Hold on.
Holding on.
Where's the envelope?
What envelope? Oh.
There it
Yeah,
is.
got that right there.
It's the official
Yeah.
Murphy's Family Auto envelope
It's a very,
with a crossed out
it's very,
John's name
very
on it.
classy. I
Yes.
didn't know that was going to be making a camera appeirance. I might have gussied it up a little bit.
We gotta gussy up that envelope now. It's a big night.
Just like the Oscars when they bring out the envelope.
$50 gift certificate.
Yeah.
to Murphy's Family Auto.
That's right. You can use it for whatever you want. You want to, oil change, put it towards a repair, whatever you want. It's up to you.
The question.
Yes, the question.
Studies found women are 10 times more likely than men to treat themselves to one of these. What was the first thing that came to your mind? And when I said treat yourselves, it's not something, it wouldn't be an everyday thing.
Treat yourself.
It's like, or give themselves, a self-gift, if you will. Some of the guesses, which were pretty popular, were massage.
Sure. We talked about neck massagers yesterday.
Yeah. Well, you did.
I was trying to make it more.
A bubble bath. We talked about bubble baths yesterday.
We did
too.
talk about bubble baths yesterday.
A day off.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of universal, but maybe women. A day of shopping, a gossip magazine, or a tabloid. When's the last time? I don't.
We make fun of those, but they are kind of fun to read.
Yeah, while you're in line.
Well, yeah. And then you're done. Get this rago out of here. I'm done.
You don't want to be seen buying that thing. A tattoo.
Yeah.
Said Pamela.
A specialty coffee drink.
Ooh, yes. A
I'll have
latte.
a frappuccino with half calf, decaf with foam, light cream, and Italian
Super suds.
sweet cream, sugar-free.
Jeff said a nap. Pedicures, that came to mind. A mani-pedi.
Sure.
Although we know some guys that might do that. They're not sitting here.
Right.
Vacation or getaway. New clothing.
Waxing body parts.
That's a treat.
Who's being treated, though? Is it the woman that's being treated?
A hot fudge cream puff. Right on. No, that's a great guess.
Yeah.
Now I want one.
That's true.
However, our winner with the correct answer, Brandon Poyer.
Okay.
Congratulations,
All right, I'm
Brandon.
afraid Brandon usually has some interesting answers, so I'm a little afraid here. What did Brandon say?
He said a psychic reading.
Oh.
That is correct.
Okay.
So, women are 10 times more likely
Sure.
to purchase a psychic reading than a guy. Do they still have those psychic networks that are the phone?
I'm sure
thing?
they do. Madame Cleo.
Yeah,
Wasn't
there was a blast from the 1990s.
Wasn't
Madam Dionne Warwick?
Dionne Warwick.
Yeah,
Didn't she do that
I think
too?
she did the ads for him or
Yeah,
something. But
right.
a psychic reading.
Okay.
So now you could probably just have your Alexa do that for you.
Right.
Alexa, I need a psychic reading.
All right. So congratulations to Brandon, winner of a $50 gift certificate to Murphy's Family Auto.
All right. Today is the 29th of June, our 2-cent history lesson, which was almost forgotten, almost didn't happen. But our sources made it happen. Our research team put it together.
They did.
You can see them working in the back.
We're not gonna.
We can't
We
deprive
could
them of
not
2-cent history
let
lesson.
that not happen.
For today is International Mud Day. Get down and get dirty. It's Mud Day. It's Camera Day. We celebrate the pictures, actual pictures, that you take with a camera.
Oh.
Not that are on your phone.
I thought you said Gamera Day.
No, Camera
The
Day.
flying turtle that, do you remember Gamera?
No.
Part of the Godzilla thing.
It's
the
part
little
of the
turtle had
Godzilla.
flames that came out of where
Here was me whenever Godzilla came on. I went up to the TV and...
Oh, man. How could you turn
we didn't
Godzilla
have-
off?
I'm not a Godzilla fan.
Okay. Anyway.
I don't even think the song's that great.
Godzilla.
It's also Waffle Iron Day. If you know somebody with a clean waffle iron, they've never used it.
Who, yeah.
The waffle iron.
But here's, in this...
Great waffle iron.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
Who uses waffle irons anymore?
Well,
this is me making waffles. Doot, doot, doot. Or pop them in the toaster. That's waffles.
That's waffles.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I actually mixed up batter. As a matter of fact, I can remember. I worked at a restaurant.
I used to make them when the kids were little and we'd have brunch or something.
I mean,
like
there's
that.
no doubt they taste the homemade ones.
Yeah, they're good.
They way taste better. There's no
Then
doubt
you
about
get the batter all burnt
Right.
on the.
Well, but those are kind of little fun crispies.
Those are little treats for the chef. Yeah, your little dipping
You know,
cup of syrup.
we should market those.
Waffle
waffle crisps.
chips, yeah.
Waffle chips. Yeah, get your Mike and John's waffle chips.
You know what? Maybe we should make waffles one day on the podcast.
Do you have a waffle iron?
I do. Yeah.
I think we should.
Let's make waffles.
All right.
I got to write that down.
Write that down, will you?
And then we got to make the batter.
Okay.
1925, on this day, Marvin Pipkin.
Marvin?
Marvin Pipkin filed for a patent for something we all need. The frosted light bulb. We don't want it too bright.
That's true.
Put a little frost on it.
Little Ron Cove mug froster.
The frosted light bulb, 1925. 1953, the Federal Highway Act authorized construction of 42,500 miles of freeway from coast to coast. I think you got barrels now.
Well,
Back then, 1953.
gee, that was back when...
Everything was in black and white.
Well, yeah, of course, the world was in black and white. Before I was born, everything was in black and white.
Yeah.
But that was back when the government came together and did things for people.
Right.
Remember?
On this day in 1956, Arthur Miller.
Artie to his friends. Actually, I don't think they called him.
Maybe they did. Maybe they just called him Art.
He seemed rather a formal guy.
Hey, Art. Well, he was a dance instructor, right? Arthur Miller?
No, you're thinking of... Arthur Miller was a playwright.
Ah,
He was married to Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, he married Marilyn
Yeah,
Monroe on
okay.
this day.
You're thinking of...
Arthur Fonzarelli.
No, wasn't there... yeah, you're right.
Arthur something, School of Dance. Arthur Murray?
Arthur Murray, that's
Yeah,
what it was.
he knew Arthur Miller. Miller
No,
and
Arthur Murray was called Artie.
Yeah, all right.
No, him for
no,
sure.
Arthur. He was full-blown Arthur.
Yeah.
Like Arthur in the movie.
And he married Marilyn Monroe. I'm sure he was.
That was one of Marilyn's marriages, because didn't she marry Joe DiMaggio and
Yes.
somebody else?
Well,
Somebody like Farnsworth or something?
Farnsworth. Would she marry the butler?
Farnsworth.
Farnsworth, get in here. I'm marrying you today.
She married somebody else, didn't she? Besides,
I'm sure she did.
Arthur Murray?
We'll get the team on that. Okay.
Joe DiMaggio and somebody in between.
I think she had a first husband who was kind of a loser.
Yeah, Marty Lockwood or something like that.
Marty
Lockwood.
Marty
Yeah, it was
Lockwood.
Lockwood.
James Dougherty.
That's close.
Yeah.
Lockwood was one of Lisa
They're
Marie
married.
Presley's husbands.
Married James when she was 16 years old.
That was back when she was dancing at that strip club.
Little club
Working at
downtown.
the Chicken Shack. Made more money at the strip club. I saw
Well, you've invented this whole history for Marilyn.
There's a documentary about her.
Oh. So wait, you're saying she really worked at a chicken shack?
She worked at some chicken joint in
Really?
a small town. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, let's see.
She was a small town girl.
You've really done your homework
Living in
on
the
Marilyn
real world.
Monroe. All right.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
The first draft of the pilot episode for the original Star Trek was shown to NBC execs on this day in 1964.
Yes.
Who's going to get into this?
And as a matter of fact, I think most execs turned it down. It was Desilu Studios, was Lucille Ball, who actually said, I think this can have a go.
I think this has legs.
And greenlighted it. And then Ricky came in and said, Lucy. So stupid.
Is that what he said?
I'm sure he did. You have some splaining to do. Yeah.
2000 on this day, Eminem's mom.
Made spaghetti?
No.
Oh.
She went to court.
Oh.
Claiming defamation of character of Mrs. Eminem. $10 million civil suit, taking exception to the line in My Name Is, the song by Eminem,
Right.
which said, my mother smokes more dope than I do.
Now, put aside the fact that that was true.
But she didn't want people to know.
Zip it, Eminem. Did she win?
I don't know.
She won.
I don't know. Well, she's got the spaghetti place now, right?
Well, that's his place.
But it was his mom's spaghetti.
It was his mom's spaghetti, which he
Sorry.
barfed up before the rap battle.
That's your 2 cent history.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty deep.
Quite historical. Oh, it got deep, all right.
I think we all learned a few things.
I think we did.
Marilyn Monroe, the highlight of the history lesson,
Right.
not to mention the frosted light bulb.
Right. We had all
There you have
kinds
it.
of... let me have this for the archives. The handwritten history lesson.
You don't see that anymore, do you?
No.
If I had your highlighter, I would have highlighted a few things on it.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
Oh,
on.
it's a little late now.
Okay.
All right, that's it for today. Coming up tomorrow, we're talking to the mermaid. No, that one isn't going to do you any
I know,
good.
it
You
never
need one of
does. Never works. Hey, Murphy's Family Auto. Of course, we just gave away a $50 gift certificate to Murphy's Family Auto. Of course, they're a supporter of Mike and John. Got it going on. You can schedule your appointment there at 517-552-3040. They're open Saturdays 8 to 1. And if you say Mike and John sent you, save 5% off your bill. Murphy's Family Auto. Your car knows. It's murphysfamilyauto.com. So,
Thanks to Murphy's.
thanks, Murphy. Well, thank you. They're very nice people over there. Dennis and Glenn,
Exactly.
the whole
They'll
gang.
take care of you.
Yeah, they do.
You going to get the girls to take us out of today's show today?
Oh, they're waiting to take us out already. Play them out, Johnny.
Mike and John got it going on. You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
Hell yeah. All right, we are now officially post-show.
It's post-show time.
What do you got?
I don't know.
I mean, I brought up my marbles yesterday, so it can't get much better than that.
I can't top the marbles,
I think you can.
honestly. But I like to introduce story
Yes.
about the national search for the new health director and how
Right.
beyond perplexing.
Yes. That's what
How
Nick
far?
Proctor, who's
I mean, I
running
like
for the 5th District
Yeah.
seat there.
I said beyond perplexing.
Yeah.
So it's perplexing, but it's past.
It's beyond that.
I
When
mean,
you
we-
have a identified, qualified internal candidate, why would you go spend money, and not a little bit of money either,
It's a whole lot
to
of,
do some exhaustive national search for somebody who is both, quote, qualified to run a health department, but also is willing to say, science? What science? Anyway,
beyond perplexing.
it's beyond
Our
perplexing.
thought,
Yes.
our 2 words to think about today.
Okay.
Beyond perplexing.
Beyond perplexing. Well, if you're gonna pick that story, I mean,
Are you going with the Hull Melon Festival?
no. I think that our good friend Nick,
Yeah.
he used a lot of big words.
Yes, he did.
Antithetical.
Nick uses
Yeah.
big words.
Okay, so we had to get out the thesaurus, Nick. We were, what's going on here? We did figure it out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other words did you have trouble with? I was okay with, but if you needed some big words that you had trouble with, you could have called me.
Okay. Hey, can you help me with this word? What does that mean?
But I like beyond perplexing.
Beyond
It
perplexing.
does describe a few things because sometimes it's beyond imagination. But is it really beyond imagination? Because how can you go beyond your imagination?
Right.
How can you go beyond perplexing? It's
Well, you
one
can.
step
Apparently,
further.
apparently, the county board has. They've gone beyond perplexing. Hey, we're perplexing. Hey, we could do better. We could go beyond perplexing.
It's like a step above. It's like going to an 11 on your amp.
It's an 11.
Yes, it's beyond.
Well,
It's
isn't that
beyond
just the same as
10.
a 10? No, it says 11. It's one more.
Yeah, beyond 10.
It's like, oh, look, our perplexing level is at 10.
Maybe
Oh, wait a
that's-
minute. We have an 11.
Maybe that's how Beyonce got her name. She was beyond say. That's something to.
Talk about beyond perplexing.
You were right. The marbles. We can't top that.